Hello, I'm Don Mineo, the Career Guidance Specialist at Saddleback College, and today we're going to review the Sigi3 program. If you're one of our students or taking Counseling 40 or 60 or Women's Center Studies 120, you can get this free. Just contact us. If you are a current student, we'll show you where the introduction videos are and how to get into the system as well. If you're not a student, you can visit Sigi3.org and buy access. When you're a new person to Sigi, you're going to actually create a username. They call it Desire ID. There's 10 characters max. We suggest you use your beginning part of your Saddleback email address and also use your email address to recover your username or password if you do forget it. Over here is how you're going to log in. Once you actually create that user ID and password, remember it's a nationwide system, so all the cool ID numbers are already taken. But if you use your first initial, last name, and a number, like what's in your email address, it's pretty unique. And then existing members, you'll actually click on the left-hand side. Now to get to this page, you can actually go to tinyurl.com at the top of the screen. You can even Google search it, just make sure our logo's there and you know you have the right page. You can also go to career assessments on our main webpage at Saddleback.edu/career. You're going to make your own account. The stuff in red is mandatory. If you do put in the birth date, make sure you put it in the 4-digit form or it will not be recognized and you won't be able to make your account. We do suggest you use your Saddleback email address, even though you can use anyone. We do like it so we can see how many students we have using the system. First, you will get to this page. I kind of call it the useless page. There is a user guide. You can return back to it if you want to later. Okay, this is the first kind of web page that you'll see, and it has a navigation window on the left. You'll see the little sub areas here, and I'll talk about each and every area. So the first area is the My Stuff, and this is where your portfolio exists. So anytime you take an assessment, test results will go into my portfolio. If you say I like this company, then that will go into my portfolio, or what they call bookmarks, if you like the company or industry. It even shows you how many hours you were actually using the Sigi system. Now, in the next area for My Stuff or the portfolio is actually, it shows you what tests you actually took, and here's your results. Right. And it can show you that in the interest area, I did not do the card game because there is no card game for it. There is a way to take this fast start, but I suggest that you kind of stick with the quick picks and the pairs, and if they offer it, the card game. Each test will tell you how to take the assessment, but the portfolio will list all your results. And then again, anything that you like or a career you like, it will remember that as well. And sometimes you can print that out for your paper or whatever you're doing for the instructor. So again, once you get into these surveys or assessments in the next section, you can usually take it by pairs or cards or quick pick. You'll have a values assessment. There will be an interest area, personality, and then skills, and skills you can only complete by a survey. The fast start kind of puts all the questions kind of like on a little Christmas tree where you kind of just select things, and sometimes you just don't get the best results if you go through it too quickly. And sometimes quick pick doesn't allow you to kind of think about it. Now again, when I click on the values link here, I can take it by pairs or cards, and it will show you my results from pairs, cards, and quick pick. So if I click on it, this is my results in my portfolio. Again, the highest areas is the areas I kind of scored on highly, and that was variety and high income. Here again, you get the options of taking what type of tests. You can always come back and clear your results as well. So here's an example of the value survey. So it says, do you like to do this, or would you rather do this? And sometimes, like the directions say, even find out what's least objectable. So in other words, if this one sucks, but this one sucks more, then I'm going to choose this one automatically. Towards the end, it's going to actually take the ones you said yes to and compare those. So some people say it's kind of giving me the same question again, and it's kind of is, but it's just double checking with your values. What are your most important values? So like the top 7 values. If you went to main menu, that would go back to that main navigation page or say done. Either way, once we take this assessment, then we can look up our results from that assessment. So if we click on the values link, again, under occupational information, it will actually show that I actually scored high in variety and high in income. And also it has this many matches to occupations. So if I actually switch this up, which I'll show you on the next page, if I do click on one of those careers, it will actually give me a profile on that career. Now here's a question: if you had high income and high leisure, how many careers would actually show up? And unfortunately, not many show up, because what Sigi is trying to tell you is you really can't kind of sit on your butt and have high income at the same time. I'm sure there's jokes about that, like the Kardashians, but they do work, okay? So here in column A, it suggested that I do variety, and then I chose high income as the second. As you can see, I wouldn't get a high list. Okay, if I do want to take the test again, I can switch down here. If I want to take another type of assessment without going to the main page, I can link right down here. Again, this is my results, the way I had it from pairs, from cards, or from quick pick. And each one might create a different list. So once you do the surveys, again, value surveys I gave you a look at, then you're going to actually do a search by those assessments. So again, if we kind of look at the last one on the list there, it's called by combination. We'll actually see how we scored. Those are the little green dots here. And then I can actually look how many matches I have. And you will even say, again, an assessment, personality types, they call it. It will say what's your biggest, the kind of largest area of personality type. And you don't have to agree with Sigi even if you scored that way. So you can see that it suggested that my pathway might be in education, but I selected health. And then I said, at least I'm willing to get a bachelor's degree. And if I wanted to select more values, here it says the more factors I choose in values, the least, I won't get that many matches. If I do deselect some, I will actually get more matches. So sometimes if this one is 0, you might say reset and kind of look and kind of maybe give it a lower score instead of just high. Again, you're going to get a list of careers. You're going to click on it. You're going to play around with it. Even down here, there's more things like things to avoid. Now, once you click on one of those careers to get more information, like for this one, you can hit all topics. Sometimes it doesn't display everything. If you do want to print, just make sure you go to the all topics first in order to print it. Sometimes you'll make a PDF for later so you can look at it later. Again, you can say I like it and bookmark it, and it will show up in the portfolio. Again, if I say close to this window or click on this symbol, I'll go back to the main web screen. Also in our main navigation screen, there's something called the skills check. So what this is these are careers that I'm kind of interested in that are in my portfolio. And when I click on one of those careers, it will actually tell me this is what kind of activities or skills I have to use in this career. And it doesn't matter if I have experience or not. Do I believe that I will be good at that skill? And with the kind of an honest approach, and you say, yes, I like it, and the majority you say no, it's going to come back that says this is probably not a great match for you. So once again, you're going to find the Saddleback portal with Sigi. You can actually just do a Google search, Saddleback College Sigi. You'll probably find it. You can also go to tinyurl.com/scsigi. Also, you can go to our Saddleback.edu/careers page. You can click on career assessments, and that will bring you to the Sigi link as well. Once to make an account, you'll get a one-time code that will be given to you. Then you'll be able to make your account. Once you do that, then you could return just like a returning user. So once again, you start on this side to make your account, again, 10 characters max. Once you have your account, you'll go on this page. Now again, just to remind you, all the stuff in red has to be done. We do suggest that you use your Saddleback email address for the contact information in this system. They won't send you additional emails because we pay for the product. You will have access to the system for probably 2 to 3 years, starting from this date, 2020. Please don't share your username or ID with anyone. That's what you're agreeing to in order to use this system. Read each page and the directions for each page and how to take the assessment every time you come to a new page. And then just remember to use your Saddleback email address, but also write down whatever user ID number you select. There's also more than one way to navigate the system, and you can always reset your answers and start again. So hopefully this helps and you can navigate. If you do have any questions, just please reach out to our Career Guidance Services, which is under Career and Reentry, and the number is 949-582-4575. You can also look at our information at Saddleback.edu/career. Have a great day.